Welcome to the Golden State Media Concepts Beauty Tips Podcast, the show that gives you advice on everything from hair to fashion to skincare products. We'll talk about the latest trends in makeup, hairstyles, and anti-aging remedies. And we'll cover all of the newest fashion trends. If you have an interest in or questions about the beauty and fashion trends that might work best for you, the Golden State Media Concepts Beauty Tips Podcast has got you covered.
Welcome to GSMC Beauty Tips Podcast, brought to you by the GSMC Podcast Network. I am your host, Alyssa Jo. Hello, everybody. How is it going today? I hope you're having a wonderful day so far, and I hope you've had a wonderful week. Happy freaking Friday. Woohoo. We pretty much made it to the weekend, right? We are here. We might as well celebrate it like it's the weekend. This past week, I kind of got inspired for today's episode. I went to the mall with a friend and we went into some makeup stores and we were talking all about makeup. And, you know, I definitely am one who appreciates good quality makeup. I am also a person who appreciates drugstore makeup. I appreciate finding, paying a fair price for the products that I use, especially the products that I use on the regular that I have to, buy consistently all the time. I really love being able to find a more affordable product like foundation and some lip colors and just things like that you use quite regularly. When we're always buying high-end makeup, it can really put a dent in our wallets. I know I'm not the only one who thinks that. So today's episode was kind of inspired by all of that. While I was shopping around looking for some new makeup, I haven't bought makeup in a while, and I almost just forgot how expensive makeup really is. And it seriously is expensive. And, I believe in quality. I believe in those high-end products 100%. But I also believe in getting a deal and, finding a way to still have that kind of quality but pay a fraction of the price. So, if you can still have the same quality but not pay as much, why wouldn't you, right? So today's episode is all about makeup dupes. So I'm sure you've seen this phrase all over social media. Makeup dupes basically means makeup duplicates, right? Makes sense. So I'm going to be taking high-end makeup products that are quite famous, quite popular, definitely brands that you have heard of before, because that's really what I want to be able to do. I want you to find one of your favorite products on today's episode, and I want to give you a more affordable option with the same or close to type of quality. Okay, so I'm going to be going through some of the just main things of makeup, okay? Like primer. I'm going to talk about foundation. I'm going to talk about lipstick, eyeshadow palettes, and as well as eyebrow pencils. So I'm going to be taking the top brands in all of those categories, and I'm going to be giving you another option at half the price, a quarter of the price, basically just a lot more affordable. Now, not saying that any of these high-end products aren't worth it. I think they are still worth it. And if you are somebody that can always just buy those high-end products, I praise you and I am jealous. But if we can find another option that is more affordable, why not, right? So I've done some research. I've also just pulled from my experience. I definitely love finding a duplicate for a product that I'm absolutely loving. If I can find it at a more affordable price, I'm going to get the more affordable price. That's just how I am. So I hope you find some products today that you maybe get to try out some new ones. I hope it gives you some new ideas, some more affordable options for you, so you can get that same type of quality and finish from all those top-end products, but not let it break your bank. So with that being said, let's start with popular high-end lipsticks and their dupes. So the first one I want to share with you is from MAC Cosmetics. It is their matte lipstick in Velvet Teddy. This usually you can purchase for anywhere between about $23 to $27, kind of depending on where you are, but MAC is usually around there for this lipstick. So the duplicate for this lipstick is the Wet n Wild Mega Last lip color in Bare It All. Now, the Wet n Wild Mega Last lip colors are literally anywhere from $3 to like $11, like super, super affordable. And the MAC Cosmetics Velvet Teddy matte lipstick has been a favorite. I see it all over the internet all the time. Like, so many of my friends just absolutely love it and rave about it. It is literally rumored to be one of the most popular shades. So it's kind of like a deep beige nude matte lipstick. Has a really creamy formula. And like I said, it retails anywhere from about $23 to about $27. But this Wet n Wild Mega Last lip color in Bare It All is so much cheaper, so about $3 to $11, and it's a semi-matte cream finish lipstick that looks pretty much identical to the Velvet Teddy color. So there's my first one for you. The next one is another MAC Cosmetics lipstick. It is the retro matte lipstick in Ruby Woo. This again retails for about $23 to $27, around there, depending on where you are. This is like the most like famous kind of diverse red lip color out there. I feel like I hear so many comments about this MAC lipstick, how it can pretty much be for any skin tone. So that's why so many people love it, right? Because it's just, you can wear it all the time. It usually is suitable for all skin tones. The formula is, it's an extremely matte finish, but your lips never usually feel dehydrated. I have definitely tried this color and this matte lipstick from MAC, and I have to agree. You don't really feel dry, but it is just like a beautiful matte finish, which I love. So the dupe for this one is Morphe's Mega Matte Lipstick in Steamy. So it's almost half the price. It's about $12 usually, and it's quite a long wearing creamy matte lipstick. The shade is pretty much identical. I do say, I think the MAC one doesn't dehydrate your lips as much. That's just the quality in it. But if you're looking for that shade and you just want to wear it for a night out, definitely you can pick up the Morphe's Mega Matte Lipstick in Steamy and 100% get away with it. Okay, my next one is the Nars Audacious Lipstick in Anita. Now, this one retails for about $45, usually about $45 to $52. And your dupe for this one is the Colourpop Lippy Sticks in Cami. And this one retails for about $7, okay? So seriously, a fraction of the price. But Anita by Mars, it's a really classic rosy nude lipstick. It's smooth, it's creamy, it kind of has like a satin-like finish. It is a beautiful lipstick, a beautiful quality. I love Nars. I love Nars. But it is a $45 lipstick. So, the Colourpop's Lippy Sticks in Cami, it only retails for $7. The shade is a little bit more cool toned, but it does have a matte finish and a velvety feel as well. So, very, very close. My next one for you is the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Veilure Liquid Lipstick in Gemini. Okay, if you haven't seen any of the Jeffree Star Cosmetics, I'm sure you must have heard of it, but this color is all over social media as well. A lot of Jeffree Star Cosmetics is all over social media like you've seen, but this specific color is called Gemini. It's so popular right now. It retails for about $23, and the dupe I have for this one is the Colourpop Ultra Matte Lip in Beeper. And the Beeper, it's a fun name. This one retails for $9. So the Jeffree Star one is literally one of the hottest names in beauty right now. So this color, Gemini, is a kind of a true warm tone nude. It has a matte finish, retails for about $23 like I said. But this Colourpop Ultra Matte Lip in Beeper has a very, very similar color and a very similar feel as well, and only retails for $9. My next one for you is the Fenty Beauty Uncensored. This one retails for $32. And the Fenty Beauty has been really taking, I feel like, the beauty industry by full storm. Like, they've been really taking off. I'm seeing a lot more Fenty around. And this is a long wear lip paint, and it's called Uncensored. It's like a true red matte lip color. It is definitely suitable for all skin tones, just like the original MAC red lip color I was talking about before. It's a weightless formula too. It feels really, really great on your lips, and it has really long wearing. Like, I can seriously wear this one for so long. I have used this before. But if you don't want to be spending $32 on it, then the dupe that I'm going to give for you today is the Milani Amore Matte Lip in Cream in Amore. And this one is only retailing for $8.90. The color is pretty much identical. I just don't think this one lasts quite as long as the Fenty Beauty Uncensored one. But if you're just looking for that same color, as well as like kind of the same feel on your lips too, I think it kind of has like the same texture, then you can definitely go for the Milani Amore Matte Lip. And that is Cream in Amore. Maybe you recognized one of these products that you have in your makeup drawer, and now you are inspired to go to the drugstore and try one of these dupes out. That is all that I have for the lipsticks. It's time for a little bit of a break, but when we get back, I'm going to jump into the dupes of foundation. So don't go anywhere. I will be right back. Linens & Hutch has officially given me a new meaning to beauty sleep. Now, I definitely need my beauty sleep. If I have a restless night's sleep, I am not close to beautiful in the morning. But since I have been using my products from Linens & Hutch, I have been having the best night's sleep. The bamboo sheets, the soft quilt, the down alternative comforter has made a world of a difference of how I'm waking up every single morning. And Linens & Hutch is a family-owned company, and all their products are sourced from over 7 different countries from certified clean and ethical factories. They do extensive testing to ensure that your linen is going to last. It's signature soft. They cater to individual unique taste, and I promise you, you will get the best beauty sleep ever. So since you are a GSMC Beauty Tips listener, head on over to linensandhutch.com/beauty, enter in the promo code GSMC Beauty, and you will be receiving 70% off and free shipping site-wide. Trust me, this is the key to your beauty sleep. You don't want to miss it.
The GSMC Life and Happiness podcast takes you on a journey of exploration. We'll discuss tried and true methods alongside the latest trends of how to best live your life to its fullest and happiest. From psychology to meditation, science to self-help books, the GSMC Life and Happiness podcast will help you to discover what makes you happy and how you can live life being the best you possible. Download the GSMC Life and Happiness podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Google Play, or anywhere you find podcasts. Just type GSMC in the search bar.
Welcome back to GSMC Beauty Tips Podcast. I am your host, Alyssa Jo. Hello, hello. Okay, we're talking all about makeup dupes. I just went through some of the top brands of lipsticks and gave you the duplicates for them that you can find at the drugstore. Now I am going to be jumping into foundation. Foundation is one of those things that I don't actually wear a lot of foundation personally, unless I have a big night out. I just don't like the way it feels on my skin. But I have tried a lot of high-end foundations and drugstore foundations because I wasn't always like this. I used to always wear foundation every single day, but I always had a hard time finding a foundation that really lasted, that looked nice on my skin. And after a few years, like more in high school and stuff, I definitely wore foundation a lot. Since then, I've cleared up my skin a little bit more. Maybe that's the reason I don't wear a foundation all the time. But foundation is definitely a key point to 90% of people's makeup routines. So I think it's super awesome when you can find a dupe of a foundation that you love, because foundation can be so expensive at all of our top favorite makeup brands. So the first foundation dupe I'm going to talk about today is the Nars All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. Once again, I love Nars and I love this foundation. It's a very natural looking, medium to full coverage. It's like a fluid formula. Feels really light on your skin, and a little goes a long way, which I absolutely love. And I feel like that's a lot about Nars products. A little goes a long way. But if you do not want to buy the Nars All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation, you can go to the drugstore and buy the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. This has, kind of the same coverage. It's about a medium to full coverage. When you apply more, you can definitely layer this, but it feels good on your skin, and a little goes a long way as well. Now, the next one is the Kat Von D Lock-It Foundation. This foundation is a full coverage. It's a matte finish. It really does an awesome job covering imperfections and discolorations on your skin as well. And this one definitely lasts a very long time. I haven't personally tried this, but I have a few girlfriends that swear by this foundation and swear by all Kat Von D products. But it is a little bit pricey. Kat Von D can be pricey. So the dupe I have for you for this one is the NYX Invincible Fullest Coverage Foundation. Now, this foundation is also a matte finish. It's a long-lasting, full coverage. It can really cover up those blemishes or discolorations as well. And this is only a $12 foundation, so a lot more affordable. Now, the next one I have for you is the Lancome Miracle Cushion Liquid Cushion Compact Foundation. Now, this foundation provides a very lightweight, blendable, and natural looking coverage. It holds up well without fading, and I don't find there's any creasing with this product, but it can be a little bit pricey. Lancome can be a little pricey. So the dupe I have for you, this one, is the L'Oreal Paris True Match Lumi Cushion Foundation. Now, they're both cushion foundations. It's the same kind of remarkable texture. It's only a third of the price, right? And L'Oreal is actually Lancome's parent company. So this dupe is kind of surprising about how much cheaper the L'Oreal one is, but it's literally Lancome's parent company. They are so similar. So if you were going to try any dupe out today, try out this one, because I think this is almost the most similar product that I could be talking about today. So check that out. So the Lancome Miracle Cushion Liquid Cushion Compact Foundation and the L'Oreal Paris True Match Lumi Cushion Foundation. They are pretty much identical. Okay, and then the next foundation I'm going to give you, the next and last foundation I'm going to talk about, is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Foundation. Now, this one is a really amazing foundation. There are so many great reviews. I have tried this one out in the store before. It's a really buildable medium to full coverage. It stays on for a very long time. There's a little bit of shine, but it's perfect for oily skin types. And yeah, it stays on really well. I really like the feel of this foundation, and a little bit goes a long way. But if you do not want to be paying Estee Lauder prices all the time, then you can try to go to the drugstore and find the Revlon Colorstay makeup for combo and oily skin. Now, these foundations are both for more oily skin. I think that from both of these foundations, you don't really have to do very many touch-ups throughout the day, because they are long-lasting. They do cover your face up, and even if you have, you're oily or you're sweaty, I find that these foundations do hold on to your skin really, really well. So there you have it. I already gave you all the lipstick dupes. Now those were all of the foundation dupes. Now I want to talk about primer. Primer, I think, is one of the most important steps in my makeup routine. If I forget primer, I just know my makeup is gonna fall off my face. At least I feel like it's gonna fall off my face. So I love finding a good dupe primer. I've tried so many primers over the years because my skin is it's normal. I wouldn't say it's super oily. I wouldn't say it's super dry. Kind of depends on the time of the year because of where I live. My skin can get very dry or it can get very oily as well. So I like to try out different primers because I find that my makeup just does not stay on if I don't have the right primer. And I couldn't find the right drugstore primer for the longest time. So I went to a higher end primer for very long periods of time because I just didn't feel like there was any drugstore products that were going to match the quality of a top end primer. But I've been doing my research, I've been talking to some friends, and I've also found some duplicates that have been working for me. So if you are like me who swears on primer, definitely tune in right now. Pay attention to what I'm going to be talking about because these dupes are seriously amazing. The quality is so close to the top end products. So the first one that I want to share with you is from the Smashbox Primer Oil. So that is the top end product. It retails about $42. And this Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Oil is a really good option if you suffer from dry skin and you really want to infuse your face with some hydration before your makeup application. So it's a very lightweight oil. It'll give you a really glowy, dewy finish. And it's just good for some extra moisture. So if you do have dry skin, it's an awesome option. But if you do not want to be paying $42, I suggest the NYX Hydra Touch Oil Primer. This one retails for literally $9.50 at most places. It literally does the exact same thing. It has pretty much the exact same benefits, and it's a fraction of the price. It'll still give you that glowy, dewy finish, and it gives you all that hydration and moisture as well. So I love this product. My next one for you is the Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer. This one retails at $54. This is an oil-free primer. It really helps blur those imperfections. It reduces redness, your pores, wrinkles. A lot of people love this primer. Now, $54 can be quite pricey for a lot of us. So my dupe for you is the NYX Angel Veil Skin Perfecting Primer. This one retails at $11.50. It's quite a well-respected dupe. A lot of people absolutely love the NYX Angel Skin Perfecting Primer. It has a silky texture. It's a lightweight formula. It really delivers a smooth finish on your skin, I think, with this product. I love NYX products for drugstore makeup, so definitely go try that one out. Now, my next one for you is the Smashbox Primer Water. This one retails about $32. This is also a great hydration boost to prep your face and refresh your makeup throughout the day. It's definitely a multi-purpose spray. A lot of people absolutely love this product. A lot of people use this as a double prime. So people use like a regular like creamy primer as well as this primer water. So yeah, people kind of add on to their skin during the day or like use this to freshen up your makeup during the day, but $32 can be expensive. So my dupe for you is the Milani Make It Last Primer Spray. This one retails only at $9. This one makes your makeup last for at least 16 hours. I think it's amazing. The packaging is actually pretty much identical, which is kind of freaky, but a lot of people love this duplicate. So check that one out. Now, it's time for another break, but don't go anywhere. I'm going to finish off a couple more primers, and then I'm going to jump in to eyeshadow palettes, and I will touch a little bit on eyebrow pencils as well, give you all of those favorite duplicates that you can find in just your local drugstore in your town. All right, I will be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Tired of searching the vast jungle of podcasts? Now listen close and hear this out. There's a podcast network that covers just about everything that you've been searching. Hey! The Golden State Media Concepts Podcast Network is here. Nothing less than a podcast bliss with endless hours of podcast coverage. From news, sports, music, fashion, cooking, entertainment, fantasy, football, and so much more. So stop lurking around and go straight out to the Golden State Media Concepts Podcast Network. Guaranteed to fill that podcast itch. whatever it may be. Visit us at www.gsmcpodcast.com. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and download us on iTunes, SoundCloud, and Google Play.
Welcome back to GSMC Beauty Tips Podcast. We're talking all about makeup dupes today, and I'm going to finish off a couple more primers before I jump into eyeshadow palettes and eyebrow pencils. Now, the next one I'm going to give you is the Too Faced Hangover Primer. This one retails at $34. Now, this is the one that I have used for a long time. I personally love this product. I love Too Faced products in general. I love that brand. So I haven't actually tried this dupe because I seriously use the Too Faced Hangover Primer every single day. But when I was doing my research for today's episode, I found this dupe, and now I am literally, tomorrow morning, I'm going to the drugstore to try this out. But the dupe for this one is the Rimmel Fix and Perfect Pro Primer. This one only retails at $12.50 at most of the drugstores. Now, the Too Faced Hangover Primer is literally one of the most popular, famous primers. It's so many people use it. I'm sure you've heard of this. It's been around for a very long time, and it's just because of the quality. I love the feeling it has on my skin. It's super lightweight. It's hydrating. It gives me a nice dewy glow to my skin, I find. And even when I don't wear a full face foundation, even just using my concealer and my powders and things like that, I still find it gives me more of that dewy, healthy look to my skin. So that's why I love it. But this Rimmel Fix and Perfect Pro Primer also seems to be pretty much exactly down to the T about this Too Faced Hangover Primer. The reviews say that it's a great pore filler. It doesn't feel too silicone-y on your skin. It's also lightweight and is long-lasting on your skin as well. So I'm going to keep you updated on that. I'm definitely going tomorrow morning to buy myself that primer, but I have heard great reviews, so go try it out. Now, the last one I'm going to talk about is the Smashbox Photo Finish Minimize Pores. This one retails at $39, and the dupe I have for this one is the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer that only retails at $10. A lot of beauty bloggers swear by the Smashbox Photo Finish Minimize Pores Primer. I've seen it all over YouTube, all over everywhere, really. So if you go look at some of the YouTube tutorials, so many of the beauty gurus do use this primer. They love just the feeling of it on their skin. It makes your makeup last a very long time, controls the oil on your skin as well. But this e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer also claims to be one of the best primers as well. So there you go. And it's only at a fraction of the price, only $10. So go try those out. Now, let's jump to eyeshadow palettes. I'm the type of person that I've had these same eyeshadow palettes for years because I don't know, I feel like eyeshadow palettes last so long, and I get so overwhelmed if I have too many of them at a time because there's just so many colors to pick from. But I love finding a good eyeshadow palette dupe, so I'm going to share my favorite ones with you now. One of the palettes that I've literally used for pretty much my entire life since I started wearing makeup was my Urban Decay palette, the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette. Beautiful colors, beautiful, it stays on so nice. I love the look of all these colors, just the quality of them. But the dupe that you can get at your drugstore is the Makeup Revolution Reloaded palette in Fever. All the colors are pretty much identical to Urban Decay. Urban Decay retails about $54, and the Makeup Revolution is anywhere from about $5 to $12. So definitely worth a shot. Now, this might be one of my favorite dupes of today's episode is the Tartlet Toasted Palette. And the dupe I have for this one is the Colourpop Double Attendre Eyeshadow Palette. The colors are so similar. They're beautiful. The quality of both of them are amazing. The Tarte palette retails about $39 and the Colourpop is only $16. But the application for both shadows is very easy. It's blendable. They're very pigmented, which is, that's definitely what you want with an eyeshadow palette. It always lasts so much longer. So save yourself over about $20 and try out the Colourpop palette instead. Now my next one is the Natasha Denona Gold palette, and the dupe I have for this one is the Alter Ego Goddess palette. Now this is a very popular palette, the Natasha Denona. It retails at $129. Quality is amazing. I have used this at a friend's place before, and seriously, the pigmentation, the blendness, the glitter, everything, the shimmer shades, it is a beautiful palette. But the Alter Ego palette that only retails for $16 is very comparable. The colors are very identical. I think the quality, is definitely not quite to the Natasha Denona, but it is definitely close, and it's still really pigmented. It still blends really nice on your skin, which is really what we want. So go try out the Alter Ego palette instead if you want to save quite a bit of money. $129 versus only $16. It's definitely a big jump there, so I think it's worth the shot. Now, the last palette I'm going to share with you has some more fun, funky colors, and that is the Huda Beauty Obsessions eyeshadow palette versus the Colourpop It's My Pleasure Purple Pressed eyeshadow palette. They both have more fun, purpley pink, shimmery colors. The Huda palette retails about $27, and the Colourpop is only $12. Like I mentioned, I think these palettes are really popular because of the colors. People buy the Huda palette because the colors are so stunning. They're so strong. They're different. They're fun, shimmery. The quality is good, blendable. But the Colourpop palette, My Pleasure Purple, is also very, very similar. The colors are almost identical. I think the quality is definitely very comparable. Still really blendable, still really pigmented, lasts a long time. So try out the Colourpop palette. Now, to finish off today's episode of dupes, I thought I would share some dupes of eyebrow pencils. I am one person, if I do not fill in my eyebrows, I don't have any eyebrows. My hair is so light. I'm naturally ginger, so I'm always looking for the perfect eyebrow brush or eyebrow filler, eyebrow pencil, eyebrow gel, whatever you want to call it. There's so many different things you can do these days, but the most popular eyebrow pencil for top-end products is the Anastasia Brow. Now, the Anastasia Brow pencil is so popular. There's so many different colors. You have the taupe, the caramel, the medium ash, medium brown, soft brown, dark brown, granite, auburn, chocolate. There's so many different colors, and I think, it's about $22 usually for the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pencil, but there are a lot more dupe products that you can try that have the same quality. So I have tried the L'Oreal Stylist Definer. This one only retails at $11. I love this eyebrow filler, this eyebrow pencil. I feel like it looks really natural. The application of it's like a small end, so I think it just fills in those lines really nicely. It's really comparable, as well as the NYX Micro Pencil. I've also tried this one. This one retails only at $9. I personally love the L'Oreal Stylist Definer a little bit more than I love this NYX Micro Pencil, but it's definitely comparable to the Anastasia Beverly Hills pencil. My next one is the Maybelline Precise Micro Pencil. This one literally retails only at $8, so it's such a fraction of the cost of the Anastasia Beverly Hills pencil. This one is really ideal for drawing in those missing hairs, filling the eyebrows with some color that you're missing. I think this one has excellent durability. It stays on a really long time. I've used this one before. I swear by this one. I love Maybelline products for my drugstore products, so definitely check out the Maybelline Precise Micro Pencil. Only $8. You can't get any better than that. until this next one, the e.l.f. Essential Instant Liner. This one retails at $5 at most places. Yes, literally only $5. I don't think the quality is quite comparable to the Anastasia Beverly Hills pencil, but the coloring, the filling, if you do just want that, fill-in shape, I definitely think you can get away with this e.l.f. pencil, especially if you already have like pretty thick, pretty filled in, you just kind of need an extra line here and there, extra little fill-in, then you can definitely get away with the e.l.f. Essential Instant Liner. Alrighty, well, that is all of the makeup dupes that I have for you today. I hope this was informational. I hope you found some products. I hope this inspired you to check out your local drugstore, see where you can save yourself some money next time you need to buy your makeup products. I know I'm going to be going to the drugstore very shortly and trying more of these that I haven't quite yet. So thank you so much for listening to GSMC Beauty Tips Podcast, brought to you by the GSMC Podcast Network. I am your host, Alyssa Jo. I so appreciate you being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button. There's new episodes out on Friday with me. Also, head over to our social media pages. I do update those regularly when I post new episodes. And don't forget to leave a 5-star review. It means the world and it makes a huge difference. So thank you so much for listening. Stay happy, stay positive, and happy makeup duplicate shopping. Thank you.
You've been listening to the Golden State Media Concepts Beauty Tips Podcast, part of the GSMC Podcast Network. You can find this show and others like it at www.gsmcpodcast.com. Download our podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Google Play, or anywhere you find podcasts. Just type in GSMC to find all of our shows from the GSMC Podcast Network, from health and wellness to entertainment and life and happiness to sex and relationships. You can also follow us on Twitter and Facebook. Thank you, and we hope you have enjoyed today's episode of the Golden State Media Concepts Beauty Tips Podcast.